WWE proved one thing on Monday, and that is that championship matches for free on Monday Night Raw are awesome. Now, I know that WWE had a model where they wanted to build up to championship matches and sell pay-per-views, but now with the network, all you have to do is sell network subscribers, and they're actually going to be making more money on Monday Night Raw with advertisers and commercials that way. This is just my opinion and what I think is actually happening to their business model, because they have been taking more commercial breaks than ever before. But WWE giving away a championship match on television isn't something that they've done for the first time. They've done it in the past numerous times and has actually paid off very, very well from them. We have a lot of them that we can cover, but today we are going to be talking about the 5 best WWE championship matches on Monday Night Raw. If you like pro wrestling, then the Fatal 4-Way from Monday Night Raw, August 29th, 2016. Kevin Owens, Big Cass, Seth Rollins, and of course, Roman Reigns. This was an elimination match, which makes things a little bit more interesting here now that we have an elimination match. And when this match went down, I was like, it might be good. It actually turned out to be one of the better matches on Monday Night Raw this year. Again, we crowned a new champion, and we had a turn at the end of the match. So you can't get any better than that when it comes to top WWE Championship matches on Raw. Now, this is Universal Championship, so that's why I didn't call it WWE World Championship or whatever, because this is a brand new title. So that is why we're talking about this. So we had Kevin Owens ended up getting the victory here, but in order of elimination, we had Big Cass get eliminated by Kevin Owens after a frog splash. We had Triple H come here, pedigree, Roman Reigns out of nowhere, throw him back in the ring, and Seth Rollins gets the cover to eliminate Roman Reigns. And then we have Triple H come in. Looks like he's going to beat up Kevin Owens, but no, he turns on Rollins, pedigree on Rollins, and Kevin Owens is the chosen one. Triple H celebrates after he gets a belt from Foley, hands it to Kevin Owens, raises hands, and everybody celebrates, walking past Mick and Stephanie, who are shocked. It was awesome because we did not expect Triple H to be out there, and we did not expect Kevin Owens to win this match. We thought, Seth Rollins, he's going to win it now that Roman Reigns is out. But Triple H making sure that Kevin Owens won and came out the victor. I don't know what's any better than a match like this with a swerve at the end and a new champion crowned. I think that qualifies as one of the top WWE Championship matches on Monday Night Raw. Now, whether it's going to continue to be great as this progresses on, we don't know because the story is still yet to be told, but I will put this in there on the list, making it at the top, just knowing that it was a great match, top to bottom, with an awesome finish and a new champion crowned. April 17th, 2000. That is the day that will be remembered as the time Chris Jericho almost won the WWE Championship on Monday Night Raw. It was Chris Jericho versus Triple H, and at the time, Triple H was part of the McMahon-Helmsley faction, running Monday Night Raw and basically being the man in charge with Stephanie and Shane. So what was going on was Triple H and Chris Jericho were scheduled to have a non-title match, but he was goaded into having a title match against Chris Jericho, saying, yeah, Chris Jericho's out of my league, whatever, let's do it. They have the match, and as the match progresses, MacLeod actually gets knocked down. During that time, Earl Hebner comes out and is the new referee. The match ends with a lion salt from Chris Jericho onto Triple H and a fast count by Earl Hebner. Jericho walks away, the brand new champion, all the way to the back. Everybody's celebrating. Triple H is angry. Stephanie's angry. Shane's angry. And they bully Earl Hebner. And they bully him so much that they make him reverse the decision. They say, hey, Mike Chioda, watch the replay of the match. That was a fast count, right? Mike Chioda said, yeah, that was a fast count. You counted a little fast. So we have to reverse the decision. And Triple H says, you know what? You need to reverse the decision, Earl Hebner. Hebner says, you know what? I will reverse the decision. I will. As long as you don't put your hands on me when I work in the WWE. Just don't ever touch me as long as I work in the WWE. Triple H is like, fine. I won't hit you. I won't touch you. Shane won't touch you. Vince won't touch you. Steph won't touch you as long as you work in the WWE. Triple H gets the WWE Championship back after Chris Jericho relinquishes it. And then Triple H decides to fire Earl Hebner and delivers a pedigree. The man has a family. The man has a family. One of the classic Jim Ross lines that he always says. So there it is. Triple H is back as WWE Champion. And that is the way that it plays out here for this WWE title match. There is still more going on as a tag match takes place later in the night with Chris Jericho and the Acolytes versus Triple H and the McMahon Helmsley faction, X-Pac and Road Dogg DX, you know. But this goes down as a great match because nobody expected Chris Jericho to win it, and he won it. And I was like, oh my gosh, Chris Jericho is your champion. But Triple H, being the bad guy, the heel, the villain, reverses the decision, and Chris Jericho is no longer the WWF champion. What a slimy move by Triple H. But it made his character that much hateable, and Triple H still the WWF champion. 2 WWE Championship matches on Monday Night Raw. That's certainly going to make for an awesome number on our list here. Now let me take you back. CM Punk had left the WWE with the WWE Championship. Why? Because his contract was coming up and he had a match with John Cena at Money in the Bank in his hometown of Chicago, Illinois. The idea was that CM Punk didn't know if he was going to sign a new contract or if he was going to leave the WWE. But WWE did the unthinkable and gave him the WWE Championship, and he took that title and he left with the WWE title. With no WWE Championship on Monday Night Raw, they had to make a tournament to crown a new champion. So Rey Mysterio and The Miz were the final 2 competitors in a tournament they had. On July 25th, 2011 edition of Monday Night Raw, Rey Mysterio defeated The Miz for the WWE Championship with the 619. Out came Alberto Del Rio trying to cash in, but Rey Mysterio delivered a plancha before the match ever happened, so Rey Mysterio was standing tall as champion. Later in the night, Triple H came out and was going to give a State of the WWE address. In this address, he said that Jim Ross was back and that there was going to be John Cena taking on Rey Mysterio in the main event because John Cena deserved a rematch for the WWE Championship that he lost against CM Punk at Money in the Bank. John Cena vs. Rey Mysterio was a huge match for the reason that they were both big faces in the company and both rarely ever faced each other. Now this match went down to the end with Rey Mysterio almost hitting a 619, but John Cena caught him for the attitude adjustment and won, and we had a brand new WWE champion. But it doesn't end here, because all of a sudden we heard Cult of Personality, and we weren't sure what this was. It just kept playing and playing and playing. The commentators went quiet and nobody knew what was happening. Cena was looking around like, what is going on? Who is this? And CM Punk comes back. He is on the stage with the WWE Championship and the crowd goes nuts. Everybody is wondering, wait, John Cena just won the WWE Championship, but CM Punk never really lost the WWE Championship because he left the WWE. So both of them raise the WWE Championship in the air and they stare off as Raw ends. What an awesome ending to Monday Night Raw. You have 2 champions wondering what is going to happen now as CM Punk is back in the WWE with a brand new theme song, Cult of Personality. John Cena is champion. CM Punk is champion. What's going to happen? You have to tune in next week on Monday Night Raw to find out. Triple H and Shawn Michaels are 2 of the best the WWE has ever seen. They've been friends and they've been bitter enemies, from DX to fighting each other for world championships. Well, this is that one Monday Night Raw in Texas on December 29th that I remember as that one Raw in Texas on New Year's Eve. I don't know why that sticks out in my head, but it just does. It was the hometown, San Antonio, Texas, of Shawn Michaels. He was taking on the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H, for the championship for free on Monday Night Raw. Now, what's special about this match is that this match lasted more than 30 minutes, and that is huge because on this edition of Monday Night Raw, most of the matches lasted 5, maybe 8 minutes. Now, it seemed like Shawn Michaels was going to get the victory here when he hit the sweet chin music and pinned Triple H. However, Eric Bischoff, who was acting as the referee, ruled out it as a double pinfall and declared Triple H the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Now, this was huge because Shawn Michaels had fallen on Triple H, making it look like he was going to win, but both shoulders were down on the mat, so the crowd really didn't understand what they were witnessing at the time, but after it was explained, everything went crazy. Now, Earl Hebner had gone down because of an injury, and Eric Bischoff came in and made the pin, so everyone was like, oh, wow, new champion, Shawn Michaels, hometown, awesome. It happened, but then Stone Cold Steve Austin came out, making a shocking return and hit a stunner on Eric Bischoff. Now, this match had a controversial finish, but Stone Cold said, you know what, there's going to be a rematch at Royal Rumble. So they had Shawn Michaels Triple H rematch. But this still goes down, as far as the quality of the wrestling, as far as how awesome this wrestling match was, this goes down as one of the best wrestling matches in WWE history, with one of the greatest incredible finishes. Shawn Michaels pinning Triple H, and Triple H having that championship, being that slimy heel that he is. You think, yes, Shawn finally did it, he's going to be champion. I'm sorry, but Triple H still the champion, and the crowd hated him. This was a thing that Triple H did all the time, where the crowd ended up hating him. But this goes down as an incredible match, and one of the greatest that they gave away for free on Monday Night Raw. January 4th, 1999 is hands down the biggest WWE Championship match ever on Monday Night Raw. It was The Rock versus Mankind, and yes, the match was awesome and the outcome was great, but there's so much circulating around this that makes this such a special moment. Now let me take you back to the Attitude Era. If you're not familiar with the WWF WCW Monday Night War, let me explain it to you. WWF, now WWE, back then had a show called Monday Night Raw, and WCW had a show called Nitro. They would go head-to-head competing for ratings. Now what happened was WCW would actually give away results on their television if WWE had a taped show. This episode was a taped show that was taped on December 9th and was actually aired on January 4th. Tony Schiavone, who was put up by Eric Bischoff, so it wasn't Tony Schiavone to blame, but he said, Mick Foley, who known as Mankind in WWE, worked in WCW, and he is going to win their championship. Ha! That'll put a lot of butts in the seats. And what happened when Tony Schiavone uttered those words? Something like 500,000 people tuned over to WWE Raw to see Mankind win the championship. So let's talk about the match itself. You had The Rock with the Corporation out there, and you had Mankind with D-Generation X out there, and this was a no disqualification match. Towards the end of the match, when it looked like Mankind was going to win, you had Ken Shamrock jump in, which led to Billy Gunn jumping in and a brawl ensuing. At this time, the biggest star of the company, Stone Cold Steve Austin, that glass break hit, and out he walked. He wailed The Rock with a chair. Mankind covered The Rock, and 1, 2, 3, Mankind was the brand new WWE champion. Again, this is such a huge moment because it's the first time that Mankind won the championship. It was the time that Tony Schiavone said that'll put a lot of butts in the seats, and the ratings tide had changed, and people said, you know what, I would rather watch the WWF than WCW. This was a nail in the coffin for WCW that I don't think that they ever recovered from, but this led to one of the greatest championship matches on WWE television. So there is my list for the top WWE championship matches on Monday Night Raw. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below. Did you like all of these? Did you agree with them, or did you disagree? And was there some that I didn't put on the list? Anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section below all your thoughts about everything. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for more WWE content. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. TonyPizzaGuy, too sweet.